Welcome back. This is Empower. We focus on people and workplace. And we're discussing with a human resource practitioner here, a very beautiful young lady. And in the course of your journey as a human resource person, I believe you have met many kind of employees, yeah?
Yeah.
And some people come in, they do very well. Some people come in, their grades are good in the interview room.
Yes.
They have stars.
Yeah.
But later, as the time goes, you realize, I'm not sure where we went wrong.
Yeah.
Why do you think we have such people at workplace? Because employers get disappointed and frustrated because they realize someone was very good, even in the interview itself. You know, you look forward to work with that person, but within no time, the energy is gone. You're not getting value.
Okay. Yes, I've met some of these people.
Yes.
So there was one gentleman, he did so well during the interview. He was actually considered for a senior position, but then it was put on hold and another position was available and he was referred.
Yes.
So he started well, but then as he went on, his character was a bit reluctant as he went on. So maybe in the beginning, for example, he'd come punctually, he'd do his work well, he'd give suggestions because he was in a similar setup before. But then later on, he started coming in late.
Yes.
His immediate supervisor started complaining of his performance. And yet this is someone who had been considered for a senior position initially.
Yes.
So we tried talking to him. I did try talking to him. He says he's going to change. He doesn't. He tried talking to him again. Then you're also doing it in an informal way so that he doesn't see it as a disciplinary case. So you're doing it informally.
Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't get formal.
True.
But it doesn't improve. So you find that some people are so well prepared for the interviews.
Yes.
But yet, when it comes to the workload itself, they do not want to do or to put an extra effort. They don't want to do their best. So you find that they come in, some of them are influenced negatively by the already existing stuff. Or when they come in, whatever they were expecting maybe isn't what they get, so they tend to get reluctant. Yeah.
So like sometimes the expectations that we have as we get to any workplace if there's mismatch, what you're expecting versus what you're getting, sometimes someone tend to not to deliver as expected.
Yeah.
And also this aspect you bring about the character, because sometimes there are things we don't know until someone comes on board.
True.
So how would you advise young people? Because young people are struggling at workplace. And when you're looking for a job, we are so eager to get it.
True.
We are so eager, we want to, even we look forward, but we are still making some of those mistakes. What advice you'd give such a person?
Some candidates tend to behave so because they tend to lose focus. Yes, I want to get this job, but then after getting it, what else? Let's say I wanted to get this position with this amount. Both of them have come as expected. But then I get reluctant. Sorry to say, but some even tend to mismanage, for example, even the finances that they get with that. So they don't want to even work harder in order to get a promotion, for example, or they don't have a dream past whatever they've already gotten. Some, I wouldn't say it's an extrinsic motivation, rather intrinsic, because they tend to be lazy on the position. So I'd actually tell them that the competition out there is flocked with people with the same traits. So if you're not getting updated yourself, or if you're not challenging yourself to come with new input, because you need to be of value to the organization throughout. If you cannot prove that, then somebody out there will actually prove that they are better than you, then they're actually going to outdo you. So in order to avoid you getting outfaced, try and challenge yourself, try and get focused always, try and, in as much as you've achieved level A, try and get to level B, try and advance always. Let us not always source for example, you're a marketing assistant. Let's not source for a marketing officer out there. Let's get you, because you've proved that you can actually do it. You can get promoted to the marketing officer, then we can actually give you a marketing assistant who can be trained on the job or who is already well on it.
Wow, amazing. And I think that's something that young people need to take. Have focus. Why do you get into the workplace is not just to get money and feed yourself and dress smart. Yeah,
Yeah, true.
It's more than that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the career path need to be clear.
Yeah.
Where do I want to go from here to here, so that you don't just work without much effort or without even thinking much about your future.
Yeah.
Now, let me come to this other aspect. As in this program, we look at shining in the marketplace. And that's why we are keen talking to young people who have known the Lord, who have known Christ as their Savior, and who are excelling in the marketplace or who are growing in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And because you're one of them, how can you maintain, or how do you maintain your Christianity stand? You're still saved, serving the Lord, yet you're still working where in an environment where it's not full of Christians.
True.
So how do you maintain that?
I'd say the state of the heart.
Yeah.
That is your personal relationship with God.
Uh-huh.
So, yes, I am born again.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Uh-huh.
Am I just saying it, or am I living it? Am I born again only in church?
Yes.
Or maybe in the village when my parents can see
Ouch.
me? And yet in the workplace, I'm a different person.
Yes.
So I'd say that, for example, I was point blank from the beginning that I am born again, I am a believer.
Yes.
So even when friends come with different suggestions, they actually say that this one is born again, so
Yes.
she can take this or she can do that. So we tend to have company parties at the
Yes.
end of the year.
Yes.
So it's a company culture, yes. But then we have hard drinks offered
Yes.
as well as soft drinks. So if you're not straightforward with the fact that you're born again,
Yes.
you'll get something served for you that you don't
Yes.
consume.
True.
All that's going to have you portraying a different image of a born-again
Yes.
Christian. But if you actually say that you don't consume that, but you do this other,
Yes.
your order will be considered in the menu.
So
Yeah,
what
so
I
you
you
need-
say is that from the beginning, when you get into that organization,
Yeah.
are you able to say, this is what I believe in, this is
Yeah.
what I stand for? What
Yeah.
are you known for in that
you
organization?
need to be
Because sometimes
honest.
people go and then they are quiet.
Yeah, true.
So, and then when it's those parties, it's like, oh no, I don't take that. Why? It becomes another
Yeah,
another
true.
conversation which puts you in trouble.
Yeah.
So I think you brought about a very nice point there, that declare your stand from the beginning. So do you think that most people are compromising? Because young people are compromising at workplace. Do you think they are compromising because of lack of stand, or what do you think about that?
Yes. There are different aspects to
Yes.
that. We have people doing it so they can
Yes.
get friends.
Uh-huh.
That's, I'd say peer pressure.
Yes.
Or you're moved by the crowd.
Yes.
But instead, you need to consider yourself with God.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, when you leave that company, because you won't be there forever,
Yeah.
you'll get promotions or you'll get better offers in
Yes.
different companies.
Right.
You're going to live there, but then what kind of an image do you live there?
Uh-huh.
Then again, when you're leaving, are you asking yourself at the end of the day, have I done wrong before
Yeah.
God, or have I portrayed what is right? So if you actually know that this is your personal walk with God, you're actually
Yes.
going to make sure that no matter where you are, no matter who you are with,
Yes.
you're going to make sure you do what is right.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I pray that the Lord may help us, young people.
True.
Help people
Yeah.
to do, okay, maybe in the being personal, in terms of HR or human resource, dealing with people and issues of people. One thing that I'm very keen about, and when I practice it, I know it affects someone's life. And any decision you make as a human resource person who is entrusted with people in any workplace affects someone's life.
True, true.
So how has your faith influenced the decisions you make, or any step that you make as you practice human resource?
Wow. I'd say this is one of the issues or concerns that had me leaving one of the companies that I worked for.
Yes.
Within the human resources, you're guided by policies
Yes.
or the labor laws. But then you find that some of the employees that you have within the company, they are not
Yes.
enlightened.
Yes.
So you may find that one of the superiors within the company doesn't want a certain staff working
Yes.
for him anymore.
Yes.
So the employer is going to influence the human resource office to
Yes.
fire this employee.
Yes.
But then as a born-again Christian, it tends to eat on your conscience.
Yes.
So you're going to identify that, yes, I'm doing disciplinary cases.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to terminate.
Yes.
But then I'm trusted with this judgment even by God. So
Yeah.
yes, I may do it to please my employer, but then God is seeing how I'm handling this person. Because at the end of the day, this person may go home.
Yes.
They may know it's unfair, they start
That
crying.
is it. That is it.
God is the one who avenges. So if you actually had someone, even though it's in the formal sector, it's going to get back to you.
Yes.
So if you actually know that this is wrong before God, you will make sure you do it right.
Yes.
So what happened is we had some employees being laid off. But then the reason was forceful. So it actually ate me up, if I may say, or it hit on my conscience. So I asked my immediate supervisor, superior that is, I told her, why are we doing this? Yet this could have been considered. What is the evidence? Have these people been called before? Has this been considered? The law says this and that. I think she didn't expect that I'd question that. Because I knew I was standing for what was right. So when I mentioned that, she kept quiet. I think she thought about it. Then I think she stepped out of the office. I did follow up on that because I already knew I'd done my part because she had given me an instruction, terminate this employee. But then what reason are you giving me to terminate someone? If I'm to terminate you, I need to have all the rightful reasons, the rightful procedures. So the person wasn't terminated, thankfully. I think how would I say, I intervened at the right time, but then a warning letter was given because the person didn't deserve being terminated. So I'd say, yes, you're trusted with this office, but then how are you handling it? Is it rightful enough, or is it in the right way such that God will actually give you a better position elsewhere, or even a bigger office where you can be trusted with people's lives? Because yes, this is a person's life, in as much as it's just an employee who is working or bringing in their labor. At the end of the day, this is a human being, and we all serve the same God.
You're right.
So God who gives justice will actually deal with you at the end of it.
Wow, wow, amazing. I know our time is almost up, but I think I get you. Sometimes you really have to stand for the truth. Whichever office God has given you. So what is your last word for our viewer before we finish the program?
Okay, I'd like to empower our viewer today by saying that if you haven't found a position out there, keep praying. No matter how long it takes for you to get a position, you're actually going to get it. Pray, don't forget to pray. I always say always pray. Then again, keep trying. You never know when you're going to actually get a position. Remember Peter fished out of the water after Jesus spoke. So ask for God to speak into your life. It's going to happen. Then again, if someone has given up, don't stay in the mud. Stand up, dust off, then start again. It's never too late.
Wow, wow, amazing. It was great interacting with you, Catherine, and even to see you working as a young lady in human resource. May the Lord take you to higher heights.
Amen. Thank you.
This has been Empower. I believe you've learned from us, and she has told us something. Do not give up. If you're fallen, don't stay there. Stand up. God has something for you. Run to Jesus. He will do it. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. God bless you. See you next week.